call me on the telephone. Say you got a 911. Would I come out and play? Am I just a pawn in your game? I'm gonna grab you by the back of your head. You like it that way? Got you down on your knees in your black lingerie. I don't care what you say, I don't care what you do. I just wanna pull you close to make me love you. I don't care what you say, I don't care what you do. I just wanna pull you close to make me love you.
Jeremiah, welcome in Rother. It's the first time that you're going to perform at the Rother Bluestagen, and it's your first real German tour.
Yes, I'm really excited about being here, and Germany's been a blessing, so far, and to be here tonight in a place like this where so many legendary players have performed, it feels like a real honor. I'm really pleased, really happy.
You're with the German company Roof Records. How did that happen?
Well, basically, I've been friends with Mike Zito for about 25 years, and he'd seen that I've been pursuing music, almost all my life and that, and I guess just turned out that right place at the right time, and Thomas Roof got to hear my demo tapes, and rest is history, so now here I am, yeah.
You're from St. Louis, performing there with the Jeremiah Johnson Band for years?
Oh, yes. And I also lived in Houston, Texas for 10 years, too.
That would have been my next question,
Yeah.
because Houston, Texas, I guess there's a certain element of Texas blues in the St. Louis blues.
Well, yes, but I think that when I moved down to Houston, I was in search of that Texas style. Like I really wanted to kind of absorb that and be a part of it, and that's one of the reasons why I moved down there, to give it a shot in Texas. There's something about Texas style that's completely different than the rest of the United States. St. Louis is got a little bit more of a mix of like a Chicago style with horns, generally a saxophone or harmonica. It's a little different than in Houston, but I feel blessed to have had a little bit of both now, I think I'm a blend of the two,
Cause you're my sweet Georgia peach. She's always on my mind. My sweet Georgia peach. She's always on my mind, yeah. All right. Well, that summer sun is finally here. Call your friends and grab some beers. Light up the grill, let's go get high. You got a pickup truck full of solo cup. Let's find some mud and go get stuck and watch the sunset behind a pile. She my sweet Georgia peach. She's always on my mind. My sweet Georgia peach. She's always on my mind, yeah.
St. Louis, there's also a kind of blues scene. Devon Allman, I guess, comes from, and I guess St. Louis was the hometown of Chuck Berry too, in a way.
Definitely.
And created its own scene, its own style.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, even Mike Zito's from St. Louis. St. Louis has been a blues city for a long time. It was one of the pioneers. We had Ike Turner was there too. And back in the day, before I was born, it was a major hub for all the blues musicians came through St. Louis and played there. Albert King played in St. Louis, you know. It was the gateway of the West, and it was sort of halfway between Chicago and the Gulf, you know. I think we're blessed to have so many talented musicians from St. Louis area, and that have actually called it their home for a while and played there. You know, if you look back in history, you'll find that there were a lot of great players. They have a National Blues Museum now in St. Louis that you can visit, and you can see a lot of that stuff. So there's a lot of really good stuff online too if you want to look into the history of it.
Sit around on little world, ain't no need to cry, darling. Ain't no use in trouble, babe. Sit, Lord knows it's alright. Ain't nothing wrong, no. I said there ain't nothing wrong, woman, alone with me and you, yeah, baby. If you're gonna be my queen, Lord, no, oh, honey, I'm gonna be your king. I'm gonna be a king, baby. Said I don't wanna be a pony, don't wanna be a knight.
You mentioned, you know, Mike Zito for 25 years. One of your albums you've done before was produced by Devon Allman. There seems to be a special connection with the Royal Southern Brotherhood, and now Mike Zito did your last album.
Yeah, I've also known Devon for a long time too. You know, I just happened to be friends with those guys, and you know, they've always been, you know, real successful above where level I've been able to get to. And but yet I've always kept working hard, and I've been fortunate enough to have Devon produce an album and Zito produce an album. So they both turned out really good, and they're both a little different. And so I'm just lucky to have those guys as friends, and have worked with them, and continue on trying to do what I do, you know.
And they also, especially Mike, I guess, kind of opened doors for you to come over to Europe.
Yeah, especially Mike, but I mean, Devon helped me out too by you know, producing my album and introducing me to you know, like Enrico Scott, and you know, another Royal Southern Brotherhood guy, and kind of meeting everybody. And even back then, he introduced me to Roof Records, but they weren't quite interested yet. And so, yeah, you know, if it wasn't for Mike, I wouldn't be here right now. You know, he's been really kind to me, and I haven't taken the opportunity lightly. I really do try my best to, you know, to do the best I can. You know, this is what I do. I love to play music. I'm a musician. That's what I am. I will be that forever. So I might as well come over here.
Having been here for almost 3 weeks, two weeks,
yeah.
What kind of experience was it? What's different compared with the US?
Well, for one, you don't have to drive as far from one show to the other. In the United States, sometimes you can have to drive 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, you know, to get to a show. But beyond just the logistics of it, it's just well, everybody's really nice. You know, I think that in a way there's maybe less blues artists here, and so people seem to treat you more like an artist here. The food is really good. Everything, even just basic food, is real good. The countryside is beautiful. You know, there's not trash everywhere. I like that. But and the fans that come out to the shows that support the music, they really know the music. You know, they seem to. A lot of them have already listened to the CDs and know all the connections, which is a little different than in the United States. You know, I think that the United States, maybe we've had that kind of music around so much and for so long that people maybe have forgotten that it's something special, you know?
You can have my ear, get off my back. You're pulling tight, I need some slack. I can barely breathe, you about to choke me out. You ain't gotta have, honey, a straight jacket on me. I ain't gotta have, ain't gotta have, honey, ain't gotta have a straight jacket on me, baby. Ain't gotta have a straight jacket, darling. Ain't gotta have a straight jacket on me.